house.
What's happening? My name is Blake Harrison. This is the Music City Mindset. Music City Mindset is located on all platforms. Everywhere we are underneath the NFM network. And we are so grateful for Terry and everyone over at Nashville Fit for allowing us this opportunity. Being able to be in front of these cameras and these microphones, especially this past weekend, has been an absolute incredible experience and something I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. Before we get started, I do want to shout out, we are starting a new sponsorship with Ounce of Hope. We are very happy to welcome them to the Music City Mindset family. Let's see here. Went to the wrong screen. This company, Ounce of Hope, was founded in 2018 by Colin, who was inspired by a goal to provide high-quality medicinal alternatives to anyone in need of help after seeing his own mother struggle with multiple sclerosis without legal access to cannabis. And their mission is to improve people's lives by providing easier access to quality lab-tested cannabis products. We'll talk a lot more about cannabis here in a moment, but we are very happy to welcome Ounce of Hope to our family here, and we look forward to where that relationship can go. We have an incredible episode because it is our 50th episode.
Yeah.
But what's going to make that good is that you don't have to just sit here and listen to me. I'm not by myself. On the 50th one, back in the seat across from me, your favorite trainer's favorite trainer, the creator of Champions at Training Corner on Instagram. Welcome back to the show, Deon Giddens.
Man, pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure. I miss y'all guys.
Yeah, missed you, dude. We'll get into all of that.
We'll catch up.
And we got all three of us in here.
Yeah. You already know.
The dude who was with me through one of the most wild weekends of my entire life. Welcome to the show, Evan Butler.
What's up? I am here.
You are here.
Man, it feels good to have all three of us back.
Man, I know it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, haven't left. Man, Deon.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't really go any further. I'm seeing your face in here, man. Like, how it been? How did the season go? What's your takeaway from it?
Man.
And what are you ready for in the off season?
Off season, man. So season ended up losing in the first round of the playoffs. Had a very young team. So it didn't go how we wanted to. But we fought hard, man, to the end. Played 8th graders, 9th graders, and 10th graders on defense. So I think I had one senior that's leaving on defense. So we should be ready for the future.
8th graders at varsity.
8th grader D-line at that. At
Wow.
varsity. So 8th grader on D-line.
I don't know how it was when you were coming up.
Yeah.
At Good Pasture, it was a big deal if you were one of those 8th graders that were dressing on Friday nights.
Even dressing, but to be in the starting, he started the whole year, 8th grade.
Wow.
Seriously. Yeah. So
That
we were
dude,
very, very young. So
with some more experience under his belt, he's going to be a monster.
Oh, yeah. So I'm looking forward to all season, wishing those seniors, man, they did a heck of a job for us. Again, man, it's a learning experience for us this year, but we'll be back ready to go.
Without putting, the team and your boys on blast,
Yeah.
from how you started the season to where it ended, do you feel like it met expectations?
I think I saw the growth towards the end.
Okay.
We was in a couple of games. I mean, we lost some close games to teams that went on and played in the state. Both of those teams ended up losing in the state, but we came in overtime with a tough loss against Ravenwood. The BA game was crazy. Lost to them by a touchdown.
Yeah,
So
you and I were texting about that.
Yeah, we
one.
were texting about that one. At the end of the day, though, I love just it's football. It's a combat sport, man. So it's going to be some high tension. But at the end of the day, man, it's football. We leave it on the field. So it's all
especially
good.
at this point with where we are in the status of high school football, even the money behind it.
It's huge.
And to see people from different circles that I know regarding the Brentwood game. Different people that I know from different situations kind of coming together. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's football matters.
It does.
And to see people care about it was more entertaining. To be a fly on the wall for once in my life. Yeah. That doesn't happen often.
Not involved
so when I got to watch from afar, watch other people's stuff, that was very interesting how all that played out. But I think the takeaway is Tennessee high school football, I feel like gets underrated when you look at Texas, Florida, even Virginia, Pennsylvania, Cali. But people here care about their football.
I'm gonna tell you, when we first started over there, I think my second year, we played a heck of a schedule, man. So this is my 4th year now, but we were ranked Tennessee high school football, the region, the division that we're in, all the BAs, all the Ensworth, all the Baylor, McCallie. I think it was the 5th toughest region in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
So it speaks volumes of like how much talent is in this high school football area here in Nashville, man. So in the state of Tennessee alone. So it's good to see. I mean, we compete all over the state. We compete out of state, but again, like it showed me this year, I think it got raised to another level. So I'm excited about competing. And we get the boys back, man. We get our league back at some point, but great learning experience this year, man, and happy to see those guys grow. And we're gonna move on to the off season and get these guys ready.
So one other thing I wanted to talk to you about, I've been real excited to actually sit back down with you. I call you the creator of champions. Let's talk a little bit about guys you've worked with that aren't in high school anymore. You've got some athletes at Vandy.
Yep.
Obviously Mookie with what he did at the end of the year.
Greatest World Series of all time.
Has to be.
I mean, it has to be. Yeah, not even close.
But to watch, him, that you had a big impact and influence of his life, how he moves athletically comes from your guidance. You see what Vanderbilt's turned their program into.
Yeah.
At what point does it get normalized in your head about like seeing people you worked with go on and do absolutely incredible things?
Man, I mean, I don't think I ever get used to it. I still look at TV and see Mook and see those other guys and like, it's the homie, but at the same time, it's like, man, he was a kid when we started. You know what I mean? I think he'd be 34, 33. I started when he was 18. So to see him grow and see him, become a father and a husband and just MVP and all the World Series, man, and just to see it and know I had a real hand in it. It still seems surreal at times, but at the same time, it's weird because it's like your brother on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for people who had that, I didn't have a blood brother, but see all my guys and see them make it, it's just fun. It keeps me hungry, I guess, is the real thing. Like it excites me to do it, and the passion just keeps growing every time I see them do something. Then the next guys come behind them, I want to repeat or do the same thing or make it even better. So the passion just grows from watching those young guys do it, and I'm proud, like a proud, uncle sitting back looking at the kids grow, man. So I'm in unk status now, so what I mean.
I feel like they're watching you on and off the field.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about him becoming a father and a husband and stuff. Like they listen to you on the field, but they're also watching what you're doing out of here.
That's true.
Big impact.
That's true, man. I get calls. I get calls from even some of the staff members at the time, and some of these guys like, hey, you mind reaching out to him the night before the game and just kind of give him a talk and make sure he's good to go. So it's an honor for me, and an honor for me to, and a privilege for those guys to trust me how they do. But I still pinch myself, man. It's surreal seeing it.
How is that evolution for you of like the way you smiled and kind of lit up talking about like, man, you're on unk status now?
I love it. I love
it. Did that come with a mindset switch of having to like be comfortable being that unk role?
I think, yes, but also how I came up, I was always the youngest out of everybody. I graduated at 17. I went into the offseason going into college at 17 years old, so I saw the older guys. And so seeing them kind of put me under their wing is something I said, I always got to make sure I do that. I got to give back to these guys, whether it's, if I can help financially, if I can help just, with putting a gym in your ear or actually get you into the gym and actually train you and prepare you for what you're about to go through. All of those phases mean something to me, man. So it's important for me to, like, always give that knowledge, spit game, and just kind of really just get them a helping hand whenever they need it.
We were down in the green room one time, and somebody, when it was like, hey, OG, and it's like, man, in this room, who are you talking to?
It's a lot.
It was nothing but OGs in the room.
Yeah.
Was there a coach or somebody that you looked at the way they look at you?
Man, I had a lot of good coaches, man. I think about one of my first basketball coaches, man, Coach Brown. He was one of those guys, man, that me and his son ended up being real good friends too. Shout out to AB, man, Coach Brown. He's over at Hillsborough. He's the head coach there. But we all grew up together, played at TSU together. But his dad really kind of just showed me what it was and kind of made it feel like a unk status even at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 8, 9 years old, going to the Boys and Girls Club, but they treat you different. So every time I got to a different level, even in high school, man, it might not be some of the.
When did he coach you?
Not 8th grade, 8 years old, 9 years old.
Oh, wow.
Boys and Girls Club. Yeah, Boys and Girls Club. So he was one of those guys, like, really just kind of, because he had 2 sons of his own.
Yeah.
So he really poured into you in that light. And then even in high school, you know what I mean? Like Glencliff, we had all white coaches, but those guys, I'm serious, man. But they poured into you so much, take you home. You know, everybody pile up in the back of a pickup truck. Nothing like I see the kids at Lipscomb doing. They pulling up in, you know, Teslas and
Yeah.
F-250s.
It's like a
and
dealership in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's a dealership over there. But how we came up, man, you got it's one guy had a hearse coming to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so he's like just pile up in the car and just go home. But literally. But yeah, it's fun.
I know every coach is going to be different. Not every coach really sets out to be that impact of changing someone's life, depending on where they are in their own personal career and stuff. My Pop Warner coach, he was very influential in me and the teams that I liked and the positions he put me in and things like that. But I didn't really find that like real coach that like believed in me, that I was willing to evolve and kind of change who I am for that coach. I think I had other coaches that wanted to believe in me, but needed something different out of me. But I didn't find that real coach until after high school, after college. Yeah. With the Storm.
I think TSU, man, Coach Kramer, he was Andre Kramer, man. He was my defensive coordinator, and he played corner at University of Tennessee, played in the league, got drafted. But he was, I guess, one of those first guys who really just kind of say, hey.
Do you know Sean Malone? He was a running backs coach at NBA for a while. He played at TSU. He played in the USFL. Old head. That's who it was for me.
For you, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't fault the other coaches. Also, I was in a different mindset.
It's all about timing too.
Yeah.
Like, are you ready to listen at that time that the coach comes along? That all makes a difference. You know what I mean?
But I do feel like if I would have found a coach like Coach Malone earlier in my playing career. Now, I say that if I was in the mindset that didn't listen, it might not have been the same dynamic. Yeah. But if I would have found that earlier, I feel like my life would have been even different from that. So the fact that they've got that in you, I don't know if they even know how lucky they are.
Man, I try to tell them, and I appreciate that too. I just try to tell them, man, because when it happens organic, that's when the most change happens, right? So you can't force somebody to listen to you. You can't force somebody to, build their relationship. It just has to happen on its own. So with Coach Kramer and also Coach Fuller. So my last year, Coach Randy Fuller came in. And, man, he really put a lot of gems and tools into my playing style.
I did like Coach Fuller.
Yeah, it's my guy, man. So he also was one of those guys. I wish I had him longer, you know what I mean? But had one.
Did you have Coach Huff at all?
No.
Okay.
Just Kramer, when Kramer left, Fuller came in. That's my last year, and I was gone. Okay. So, but yeah.
Huff might have come in right after you.
Yeah. So just for position coach, the guys you're around all the time, they really poured into me, man. So I try to do the same thing for these young guys,
Yeah. Man, well, they're lucky to have you.
Well, and I know you're lucky to have them too.
Yeah,
like
man.
The love you get from your kids, but then when you walk in school, man, and they're waiting on you.
Yeah, just like this weekend, the guys are coming back in. One of my guys now, KB, man, over at UT, man, he might text me every other week for, pregame to see what you're doing. You know what I mean? How you feeling? Still talking about reading keys. They about to go play Vanderbilt. Before the Vandy game, he texts me like, hey, just play ball, man. Do you? So it's good. It's giving those last second little shout outs like that, man. But when it's organic, it just happens. Yeah, it's fun though.
Man,
it's fun.
Man, 50 episodes.
Yeah. Can you believe that? You remember the first time we started? I remember when you called me like, hey man, I'm thinking about doing something. Like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, but if you want me on, let's do it.
Well, in all reality, I didn't really. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't really know what I was doing either. It just seemed like a good idea.
I think it ended up being a great idea.
Yeah.
It's kind of like anything else in life. Like you get these expectations, and it completely comes a different way, or it comes around the way it's supposed to.
It's like you think here, then it goes here, then it might go here, but we end up here.
And then even in like the motivation, like it's been so crazy because now we're getting into like promoting events and things like that, and a lot of it is like, oh, well then, if you want me to promote this, you can come on the podcast and we can talk about it. We can plug your event and I'm helping you out and all of this. Then we get to talking to these people and we walk away with so much more than what we're doing for like promoting people, that it feels like, at least in my heart, of like the perspectives.
I have, had a mindset shift, or like we have hardly had a guest that didn't change something about the way I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's been a crazy year. I mean, you got engaged.
I did get engaged.
I did get engaged.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Colorado. Had your golden birthday.
Yeah, not technically, but made it that way.
And I didn't come into the show until Dolomite, which was a
dope show.
Yeah,
that was a crazy show.
And I thought, this is a pinnacle.
Yeah.
And,
well, even with that, I mean, shout out Dolomite, but that was the first one that, like, if we were in the same room, we kind of knew who each other was, but not enough to, like, text or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I just caught him at the right time. But, like, I just sent him a DM, and he was like, yeah, man, I watch what y'all are doing, man. I'd love to come on. It was like, I was almost surprised at the answer, even though it's what I wanted to hear.
Like, you watch this?
Man, and I still remember him driving by the studio that day like, should I pull in here? Is this for real? This is back when we were just filming in somebody's house.
Oh, that we were filming at Terry's house when we had Dolomite.
Yeah, we were.
That's what's been crazy about this thing and trying to figure out how to navigate it is because, like, where we've gotten to is where I wanted us to eventually get to. Mm. And then we got there real quick.
Yeah, it was a few months in, like, we going to another studio.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Then I get here, I'm like, oh, it's a studio.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the level of guests and having to deal with their schedules and stuff like that. Yeah. I thought by the time we were dealing with those caliber of people, we would be big enough where our schedule mattered a little, just as much.
Yeah.
And to get there a little earlier than we had anticipated with the network we have.
Yeah.
It was very interesting to see, like, how all that plays out, how you work with people, learning how to navigate with a different caliber of people.
Yeah.
But it's helped me learn a lot about, like, how to deal with different types of people.
Oh yeah.
And understanding that it's okay to change. I think there was so much, and I'm interested in your opinion about it because, like, coming from where we come from, there was almost like a pride about, like, no, this is me. I'm never changing.
There's a stigma about it, like,
I'm
gonna be me regardless. Like,
I'm gonna be me, say true to myself, and all that. But realizing that saying true to yourself can require evolution, and I started seeing where people kind of get like a little hiccup in ability to evolve, and sometimes we're biting off a little more than we can chew, and agreeing to things that I don't really know what I'm doing, like just even the podcast and things that have come from that. But, like, learning how to evolve and, like, change in a good way without losing myself has been very, very interesting process in my own mindset of doing that. But what I've realized, because it's necessary, because, what we've been talking about is, when we were in a different lifestyle and, if I wanted to do drugs, I hung out with people that were around the drugs.
Yeah.
When I wanted to play a higher level of football, I started hanging out with a higher level of football. When I wanted to get stronger, I started hanging out with people that worked out. Like, it is really who you surround yourself with. And, I think we both argued with both of our moms about, like, you're hanging out with the wrong crowd and doing that. And it's like, but they don't make me do, but you are.
But you do, though.
Yeah.
It's at some point you do.
But we are so resistant to it when we were younger. And I didn't really realize how.
You don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it.
And so it's just been interesting to try to figure out how to evolve and evolve authentically.
That's the key.
Keeping your morals, realizing your boundaries and your morals. And, like, because one thing that I've seen in all this happens so fast, it's like in the music business, in the media business, people want to throw a gotcha question out there or for that viral moment, or people want to, throw a curveball, and there's a lot of bad business and stuff. And I'm realizing, like, if we stay true to us, and that's the part that doesn't change, is the fact that we're going to be honest, good business. You're never going to sit on this couch and us throw out something you didn't want us to talk about, a gotcha question. Then we have the integrity at the end of the day, and everybody also knows we're safe with them.
Right.
They're going to do what they said. They're going to stand on their word.
Well, it's like what you said. Like, I don't know how many episodes ago. Like, if you hang out in a barbershop long enough, you'll get a haircut.
Yeah, but it's true.
And
you know,
yeah,
what I mean? It's
and
true.
it sounds cliche or whatever, but then it's like, well, damn, what would happen if I started like focusing on inviting really successful people? So now it's not necessarily about one particular thing. It's just surrounding myself with people that I would deem successful.
And then that's the key. Like, everybody's definition of success is different.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, you know, to me, what we bring to the table and just the platform that, you know, we're fortunate enough to present to these people, man, they love it. Because they come in, they jump right into it. Like, it's like a conversation in their backyard. You know what I mean? Drinking a beer or whatever. Like, it's how they feel when they come on the show. So that's a note to you all. You know what I mean? And just, you know, the vision to do it and to keep it going. It has been fun, man. So 50 episodes in, I mean, I'm just thinking of a highlight. Like, what's the highlight? I don't really know, man. So many good
I mean,
people
and the thing is, like, it's not just a hip hop show.
Right.
This isn't just a sports show.
Right.
It's hard to even compare because it's. This is something I made up, but it's apples to asparagus. Like, it is completely different. I mean, we had a magician and mentalist come in here, and
he blew your mind.
he messed Ezra up bad.
Yeah, he blew your mind. I saw that one.
Ezra left here when it got baptized, rebaptized, recommitted his life to the Lord after watching what had happened. But you know, the moments where we, you know, Jason Allman was on here, and we recapped an event we were at, all of us at the same time. Mm-hmm. But he thought Petey Pablo was Yellow Wolf security guard.
Yeah, and we're like, he's talking about, man, his security was blocking the bathroom, and I was like, I think that was Petey Pablo. He didn't have security.
Here on the clip, he was like, yeah, that was Petey Pablo. And it was like, no, dude, like, he was at the party. And then to watch him realize that the dude he was just making fun of, that he thought was Yellow Wolf security guard,
somebody he would have loved to take a picture with.
Literally,
you know?
But then, like, putting that clip out, hoping that, you know, Mr. Pablo wasn't going to get mad.
He didn't though, right?
He loved.
No, reached out.
That's what I'm saying.
He told me Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like, my life is so incredibly different.
I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah.
Since you launched this thing, right?
Yeah.
How's your life changed? Like, what has been the biggest? God. I don't know. Outside of this, you know, finna tie the knot here soon. That's just outside of that, like, what's changed?
It's some dynamic, everything.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little bit, everything has been completely different from doing this. And
you sign autographs out in the city now? Do people notice you?
Because what it's changed is whether it be inner circle of people that just enjoy being around me, they're members of the gym, they don't, like, we never hang out, but even all the way into, like, inside my home. People are treating me a little bit differently, with a little more validation, with a different expectation of what it was before. Even if they were like me and saw myself on the same category of, like, where I am now it's been validated, and people are expecting pictures to come out with people who were hanging out around.
Mm-hmm. And you run across old friends that go, oh, you only hang out with celebrities now. And it's like, don't just judge the pictures.
Well, I mean, but y'all kind of are hanging out with. So,
well, I mean, we are.
Because I'm watching.
No,
I'm
but
seeing,
like, the other side of that is the expectations that there's some, like, big bank account attached to that. And, you know, that's been hilarious to navigate. But it's... Again, but it goes back to what you're talking about, definition of success.
Right.
I don't think that your level of success is dictated by how much money you're earning from it.
Me neither. Absolutely not.
If I wanted to talk my shit on here, everything I've touched since launching my own businesses has won awards, doubled money,
right?
You know, been successful.
Values increase.
Yeah.
3 years.
And so to then take that and to look like, okay, the success is there. Mm-hmm. And what I've realized, like, my example in my life, mentor, father figure, whatever that looks like, for everyone, is I have it embedded in me on how to hustle. If we got to shut this down tomorrow, gym closes its doors. I mean, I'll go back to selling dope. I mean, I'll do whatever. I'm going to pay my bills.
We'll try not to.
I mean, that's not the next step. Like,
it's not.
But if I fell that far,
Yeah.
I would still figure out how to pay my bills.
Yeah.
The journey for 2026 is that what we built in 2025 of learning how to hold that and then step up and thrive. I can survive until this all thing's done, but getting out of survival and into thriving is where we're trying.
That's the next step.
Yeah,
like survival mode is fine, but we're trying to thrive.
Yeah.
So I think it set a real good foundation, man. Like in and out the year at 50. Going into 2026, man, with a whole nother mindset, new people, new energy, new everything. So
because I think we operate a lot based on our fears.
Yeah.
Right.
Good or bad.
And as you accomplish more things, as we've done more episodes, as we've done more events, I now have different fears.
Which I think is a great thing.
And well, it goes back to the evolution and the growth. Right. Because of my life experience, I'm not afraid of being broke.
Right.
If I got to put a little money behind something and I'm not getting money back, I'm not freaking out. If I lose a client or something for whatever reason, or something doesn't pan out that's supposed to be an event that I'm supposed to do this, like, I'm not afraid of being broke. But what this has now done, and the seed that it's planted, is I'm more afraid of being forgettable than I am being broke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, because what boss don't take a loss?
Exactly.
If you say I'm doing this, I'm hustling and getting to something, and I'm on my own doing this, I'm gonna take some losses.
From the people who talk about not taking losses, or they never change, or whatever. It's like I don't know how you go through life and experience ups and downs of life and not change.
That's the definition of a boss to me, is how to take a loss.
Yeah.
Properly. Yeah. And learn from it.
There you go. Learn from it. Because the evolution has to come. But the evolution starts when this didn't work out. So now I got to go do something else. Or do it differently. The same thing, but now I got to do it a different way. Like, that's part of evolution. That's part
setting
of
expectations and standards.
Yeah.
The changing the standards I have for myself has probably been the most uncomfortable part. Because there were even parts of, and in the second segment we'll then update you on what we've been doing. But there was definitely parts of it that was like, man, this was so awesome. I wish we would have done it this way instead.
Right.
And then it's like, why am I beating myself up? Like, but that's because I now have the privilege of being blessed enough to hold myself to the highest standard possible. And that can be really uncomfortable with trying to meet that.
Yeah.
That's where I see the change. Is like, I had to check myself, because like we left an event, and usually we would, in the past, we would have been so excited that we were there, mixing, doing the things we were doing. But the whole way home, we're sitting there downing about how we could have done this. We could have done this better. We could have done that. Yeah. And that's where I see the change, though. It's like,
I don't think that's a bad thing.
I would say that's not a bad thing, though.
Because, you can attest. It doesn't matter if you would have won the state title by 60 points or you didn't even make the playoffs. You got to go back and watch film. Mm-hmm. You got to make sure you're stepping with the right foot, that you're on beat.
Evaluate yourself. It's a recap after everything you do.
But I think sometimes I'm almost a little too comfortable self-evaluating myself, which means that I'm going to be my hardest critic, which means I'm going to be a little maybe harder on myself than I should be when we're doing some cool stuff.
But long as you understand, because there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm a hard critic on myself. I'm hard, right? So, but long as you know, what the end game is, though. Like, some people are so hard on themselves that they beat themselves up so bad to where they won't get up and go try it again.
Yeah.
It's a fine line between, all right, I'm my hardest critic, but I'm going to get right back on the saddle tomorrow. And if I fall 7 times, I'm going to get up 8.
I'm glad you said that, because that made me feel better about what I was saying to myself, because then it's like what I was following it up with is like, next time I won't let that happen.
Yeah.
And I'm dedicated enough to do this long time where I'm realizing now that as we've been talking, we might feel like we're validated and we're supposed to be in these rooms, and it's not an imposter. It's not a fluke that we're with these people. But at the same time, we ain't anybody's unk in there.
Nah.
We ain't nobody OG.
Right.
So when we are at that point, then things will be a lot different. We'll have all this experience.
But experience was breezes, though. You know what I mean? So let's keep getting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, good first segment. Catching up with the homie Deon. We are going to take a quick commercial break. Don't forget, this episode is brought to you by Ounce of Hope. We will be right back after the break. Welcome back to the 50th episode of the Music City Mindset. This episode is brought to you by Ounce of Hope, and we are doing a full recap of what all these 50 episodes have done and how they've changed everything. This past weekend will go down in history. Is something I will never forget. We might do things bigger and better and way cooler than what we did this past weekend, but the way everything lined up, I need a weekend right now. It
was such a Tennessee weekend.
Absolutely. So
Start with Friday.
Well, Thursday I was at a middle school band holiday concert. Because you can't forget about the little people as you're getting up there. And that was really cool. At Mount Juliet. Friday night, we helped promote Bourbon Plus with my good friend Misty Blue. And it was a rare vintage whiskey experience. What I found out at that event, that it was kind of explained, but once you were there, it made so much more sense. There's a guy by the name of Seth. He's been in all of the whiskey groups that I've ever been around. Actually, Christina knows him better than I do. And he is opening up a retail spot over in the historic Rutledge district. I can't keep up with over there by Husk restaurant.
Smell like money over there.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a great area for a long time, but now these real estate
how they do everything.
Agents are making new neighborhoods of things. But anyway, over near downtown. And my understanding, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize, Seth. It's called The Vault. And it's a tailored artisan experience. So let's say, Deon, we want to do this for your birthday. Mm-hmm. I'd go in and, tell him ahead of time because it's appointment only. I'd say, we got a handful of us that are coming in at this day, this time. It's for my boy Deon. He loves Modelo. Getting into, any of the history of what you like. Everything from retro vintage beer and liquor, merchandise, the paraphernalia that goes on the walls, things that, some of those companies back then when they weren't big companies, they do giveaways to customers and stuff. I saw a Four Roses clock.
Oh, wow.
That was, insane. The way it lit up and stuff. Yeah, super cool stuff. He has an insane inventory of just rare and vintage. And when I say rare and vintage, I don't just mean expensive. Some of it really wasn't expensive to start off with, but we tried a Jim Beam from 1976. We tried a Jack Daniels from 1977. There was this really what they believe is Scotch-based that was from a family in Memphis that created it not to sell but to have in their own homes. He has now collected the entire inventory. So we were getting to taste whiskeys that were never on the shelf, that the amount of humans on the planet Earth that have tasted
that's what I'm saying.
is super small.
It's a select group.
And but it's also going to be with vintage clothing and stuff like that. So basically, if we went, we would be walking into a vintage store tailored to your preferences.
Oh, wow.
It come with tastings, things you could buy, clothes, everything, and like really just tailoring it to what each person wants, so no one will get the same experience.
Oh, we need to set this up then.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
yeah. We're gonna film an episode there.
We're getting there already.
Yeah. So we in there. So that was pretty cool. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say, but I don't really care at this point. But we finished off that 1977 Jack Daniels by drinking it out the bottle in rotation, and yeah, really probably wasn't supposed to put my mouth on it. But
And during this, I hate that I have to make a note of this, but this goes into the crazy weekend. During this, he calls me to like prep some things, and I'm on the phone with him, and I look over, my neighbor's house is on fire. And I have to and I'm like, I think my neighbor's house is on fire. I mean, it's 50 feet or so. And I literally, he's like, you for real? And I'm like, yeah, let me hang up, call 911. I ended up kicking the door in.
Oh, wow.
Like, I thought the kids were in there, but just a crazy night. That's in the middle of the,
I called him.
whiskey tasting.
So we're, like we said, we're not a sports show. We're not just like, we're getting into a lot of different things. Have you seen the trends on TikTok where it's like these two best friends, one white, one's black, and it's like the trend of like taking my white friend to do some black stuff, and then taking my black friend to do white stuff. You see those?
Yeah.
I think I want to do like a series here where we've gotten different networks, and it would be like if we could set it up of like, and I don't know if this would ever happen, but like taking young Buck to do a pottery class.
Yeah.
Mixing like the culture we've created around this show. Yeah. There is some very white things that we've done. Mm-hmm. There is some non-white things that we've done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we're trying to figure out a way to bridge the gap. I think there's something there. So while I was calling him to tell him about this Cashville culture idea that I had, neighbor's house goes up in flames.
That's wild.
And the cars were there. Turns out they were out Christmas shopping, sadly. And
so nobody got hurt, though?
No, but I knew they had kids. I don't know them well.
Okay,
I said, they're 50 feet or so from me. And I thought the kids were there, so I panicked, kicked the door in. As soon as I kicked the door in, the cops pull up, so I walk out.
Right, yeah, well, a smart man.
And I realized in that moment, too, something. I realized this is going to sound bad, but if it hadn't been for the old days of kicking in some doors, I wouldn't be able to do it for the good now. Like, it hit me afterwards. You know what I mean?
But you play it for it, though.
It could have,
play it for it.
I mean, you would have a different feeling about that and seeing the cops if you would have gone in there and the kids were home.
Right.
Or their pets were there. Like, you do that by saving someone's life. And,
full circle moment, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what you learn from doing
that.
Well,
another neighbor come out, help, banging on windows and stuff, but you realize, like, some people freeze and some people move.
That's it.
Fight or flight.
That's it. One or the other.
But that was in the middle of him trying expensive bourbon.
Did you do another shot after you told him that? Like, you had to.
I did a lot.
You had to after that.
Yeah. I thought he was kind of messing with me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how random?
I mean, it's very random.
Because he was like, I was like, yeah, I think I need to go there. They need my attention. And he was like, yeah, I think I'm going to go too. I think my neighbor's house is on fire. I was like, it could be Christmas lights. I don't know, whatever. And then like we got off the phone. And then a little bit later, I called him back. He was like, yeah, just kick the door in. It's crazy.
And what's crazy though is I would not. Like,
why did you answer the phone?
Because I got kids. I got kids about to go in bed and put them down, and I stepped out to talk to him because everybody's calm, everything's getting quiet. And if he hadn't call it that exact, that's a God thing. If he hadn't called it that exact moment, their house would have burned up.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who saw it
because you stepped outside to talk to him.
To talk to him. So it's
that's
a
how
God
it worked,
thing.
though, man. Like. Full circle, good stuff comes around, man. Like I believe in that sincerely, wholeheartedly.
Saturday.
What was Saturday, man? What was
Saturday?
Saturday, you obviously didn't get the invite to this one because I already knew. Saturday we were judges of the Cannabis Cup.
Well, I can smell it on the microphone. So it's
these foam. If I get a little closer than I usually get, it still smells like the cup here.
Yeah, it smells like the show.
I've never been to an event like that, and to understand the societal stereotypes of being a part of a cannabis culture. People will look at you a certain way, treat you a certain way. And I know it's, you can make all the Bible Belt excuses and understanding of why we look at that, reefer madness, all the propaganda against it. But it's crazy because, like, you're in fitness. So you know how our country deals with obesity, health issues, the medicines that are out there, how that's not really good. But if I told you I was going to a taco festival, you wouldn't like worry about my gluttony, right? Like if we're going to go to a tequila festival or a bourbon festival with Terry, like no one's checking in on me on my, are you an alcoholic for going to a festival like that? But you just dabble to go into a situation to learn more. How do any of us go to learn more? You go to people who are experts, people who know more than you. And like just putting yourself in that position, people automatically start assuming things about you that they don't with other things that are legal. And to watch a room full of that many people with that guard down of that not being a stereotype, of just the nicest people all in one room. Like I said, I directly ran into someone and that person apologized to me. And it was like just the nicest people, and like seeing what it is to actually be fully immersed in that culture was a really cool experience. And to see what they're doing with all the alternatives, that it doesn't have to just be smoking like a pothead, the foods, the chocolates, the drinks.
On the caring, like you'll start talking to somebody and we're trying to do interviews and get around, and it's loud, and you're like, hey, how'd you get involved in this? Well, I had epilepsy and it cured it. I hadn't had a seizure in a decade. Or this or that, and you're like, there's so much more than what people think.
Even like creams for, pain, ailments, and so on and so forth. I mean, when I had back surgery, I had people bringing me that, THC, the cream, and it did ease the pain in my back. You just applied, and it's so many things to do. As you know, I don't partake in it, but, but it's health benefits from it. So you got to respect it.
I mean, I had my last surgery and wouldn't take pain medicine because I got addicted for a while. And I mean, I would hands down recommend it to anybody over that.
For sure.
You can say no to the doctor.
Yeah, you can.
You don't have to have it.
It's just what's frustrating for me, because like as someone who does enjoy consuming that product, what I was explaining is in my bubble, especially like in the gym where everything's fitness, I get looked at as like the one who does it. Like, and then to go into that room, bro, I was low man on the totem pole.
Yeah, I mean, but it opens the eyes up to like.
And I wish more people could really
and closed them.
Mine about to be closed in a minute.
Yeah, so to be able to really like experience that was a cool thing. I wish more people could see that side of things and see the care and respect. Like it wasn't, I got a little back. It was like on this pedestal. It was so well respected there that I think the majority of society doesn't put themselves in an environment to see that plant be so well respected, and the links that people are going to make it readily available in different forms and things like that. That was, I mean, it was. I don't even know how to describe what it was. It was kind of flea market.
It was kind of like a master class.
I mean, there was glass blowing there.
Yeah.
So it was a whole event.
Yeah. I mean, you're watching people blow the glass, stretch it out. Like,
there were fire dancers, which kind of seemed just like marshmallows and coat hangers.
Yeah, it was kind of like s'mores, but fire spinning. But no, it was a good time. We were very honored to be a part of that and learn even more than what I learned before. And then last night, dog.
Yeah, like y'all.
I
so
wish
that's
you
what,
would have
Thursday,
been with us last night.
Tell me about last night. I heard this was like absolute.
Lito's birthday bash.
Starlito.
Starlito and Don Tripp just wrapped their tour up. And
Yeah.
just like a lot of artists do, they finished their tour in their hometown.
Mhm.
Well, his hometown. And brought everybody out.
Give me a name, man. Run the list down. Who showed up?
I mean, let's start from, so obviously Lito, he brought Wizzle out to do a new rendition of Cashville Be Ballin'.
Which
He
was
obviously
incredible.
had Don Tripp with him. They did some songs. Super cool dude. Before Lito went on, Buck went on. Buck brought out DJ Paul, 3-6 Mafia,
Buck
Yellow
stole the
Wolf.
show.
I will say,
he put on for the city.
Buck put the shiesty on, kicked the door in, stole the show.
Yeah.
Robbed him, didn't even pull a gun out.
Just did him.
Yeah. To watch the energy of the room go so hype from Stay Fly, Stomp, all of that, to end with that.
He got a lot of hits, man. Hit after hit, you know.
And then to go on, I know it was Lito's batch, and I love Lito's music, but it was the energy. Buck won the energy.
Yeah.
The people that were backstage in the green room waiting for Buck, the unity of him and DT being back together.
And I want to say this: I'm proud of Buck, man. The way he's moving these days, what he's doing. I feel like there's a whole new Buck.
It seems different.
It does, because when we look back at him going to G Unit, it's kind of like, well, now he's so big time, he kind of like forgot about us.
Mm.
And then there was a time where like he was still putting on for Cashville, but like once his role of G Unit kind of dissolved a little bit, it was like I can't really place a time in the city where he was like the driving force in the culture.
Mm.
I remember
I feel like
him.
he took a back seat for a while.
Yeah,
I think he got to get some personal things straight.
He did, but that, you know, but Star just, you know, he held the city down for so long, like just consistent hit after hit. His consistency.
And his lane is nobody else's lane.
Yes, All-Star, man, Starlito, his lane is his lane, man. Like, so
And once he started, I mean, he just,
like you say, he can cut, drop the mic, and everybody can finish every line.
yeah.
word
I mean,
for word.
almost every song last night would end a cappella with just him in the crowd, and it was a magical moment. I mean, to watch him take that in Nashville was an honor to be literally on the stage with Lito while that's happening. But Buck showed out.
Yeah, man.
And they kept talking on social media about, you know, there's never been a ticket, general admission ticket, regular ticket price, where you could go and see Lito and Buck together.
That's big for the city, though, man. Like
there's been rumors of that coming around, and I definitely hope that we were a part of the solution, not the problem, to make that happen.
How can we get them both on the show same time? Is that possible?
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah,
let's make some calls. Let's make some calls.
I was waiting for the off season, dog.
Yeah, let's make some calls, man. We make that happen, man. We need Buck and the All-Star, man, on the show. Come on.
Well, and we feel it's so important about telling the history. So in between guests, you know, having Sunny Paradise or Charlie P on or somebody, and reviewing some of the Cool Daddy Fresh, Big
Pistol, Cool Daddy, yeah.
And then Struggle coming by and filling in the history with what he's doing with the new stuff and mixing the history in it. And we want to tell that part of Nashville history so it's never forgotten, is that who paved the way, what we got hyped to back in the day, you know, how it's affected us. It's just been wild. I just, you know, I don't want to skip over 3 years Music City Muscle. Just celebrated 3 years. Their biggest year ever. Some people said he would never do it. But I remember when I met Blake and we were little kids, he had a notebook, and I talk about this. Anybody who's been around me long enough has heard me talk about this notebook. But I always go back to that, of like, he had a notebook with a drawing on it. He has a tattoo of weights on him. And I was like, what's that? And because he'll tell you he ain't artistic, but Duke can draw. And he told me I'm on a gym one day. And it was more local than just Nashville, you know. And you're small and you have small dreams, and then you get big and your dreams get bigger. But to see all that come to fruition and work the way it's supposed to work, not to mention the beauty of it. And I know you've seen this in the different gyms you've been in. Some can be chains, and that's good, and it's about the money, it's about this and that. But to see a community where they not only focus on health but mental health, where everybody rallies around each other. He said it. I've said I spend a lot of time in the gym. I'm always a fly on the wall, but see everybody supporting everybody. I've been in a lot of gyms because of this man over the years, and whether I wanted to or not, and just to see the family atmosphere that you wouldn't even want to duplicate it because it's so beautiful.
Sometimes it can be duplicated.
It's amazing.
When it's like that,
when it comes to vibes and energy,
you can't do it.
it's about the people. It's not the bricks. It's not the weights. It's not the carpet. It's definitely not the bathrooms. But
somebody might have their kids with them. Somebody, people bring their animals, this and that. But like from the potluck dinners to the late nights and early mornings, it's amazing to see everybody.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what is your definition of success? And it's hard to look at owning a business for a brick and mortar business based on memberships for 3 years, winning awards 3 out of 3 years, all initial investment money being paid back. We don't owe a damn thing now.
Man,
we've been doing this for technically a year, but awards year, more than once. Doing the type of guests we're having on here, winning the awards that we've won for this. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the most beacon of success, but in the last 3 years, there ain't much I've touched that have failed. So,
but you live in proof, though.
Yeah.
So I like surrounding myself with people
now that we get the validation of what's happening through this feels like just the beginning.
Oh, definitely the beginning. Yeah. I can't wait to see what the 100th episode looks like.
I told my son the other night, and I say this a lot now, it's like you were talking about changing your definition of success. It's like growing up, I always thought bank account meant success. And then you're around people with huge money and you see them unhappy.
Right.
And I mean, now I look at my kids and I'm like, if you're raised right, no matter what happens to me, no matter what's in the bank, that's my vision of success now, But even part of this and what we've been doing and building, and like I said, staying true to your morals while building a foundation for something, I feel like that's also part of teaching them that.
Oh, yeah.
It's showing them to stand behind it. And speaking of good kids that we couldn't do this without, Ezra, come on over here for a second. Y'all going to meet Ezra for the first time. Y'all heard us talk about him.
Just pick your face in real quick. Man.
Come on, Ez. Just come sit on the couch for a minute. I ain't going to kill you. This is a high schooler.
Tell me,
my goal is to get an Ezra Cam.
This is
I don't know.
17.
He's got to sit in the frame. So he's sitting real close.
Give him a hug. So
that's my boy right here.
I have taken this 17-year-old kid in some places that he probably shouldn't have been. Oh man, but it's been a wild ride, and there will be a time we look back and realize that this was just the beginning. But if it ended right now, man, it was fucking awesome.
If you've been on the show, you've met Ezra, you love Ezra, you've gotten to know, but he's the magic, the secret sauce behind us. I wish I could have lived the life he lived as a kid.
17.
Because he's 17. Are you playing basketball? Track?
No, just basketball.
Just basketball.
He be hooping though.
He don't want to beat y'all in track. So he's just doing basketball. But he's homeschooled. He's running podcasts all day. He is already a boss.
He is at school when we're doing
but
this.
humble about it.
Boss.
And a good kid.
Yeah, a great kid, man.
We learned exactly how good of a kid he was.
Yeah.
And we're grateful for that. Thank you, Ezra.
Appreciate the Ezra.
Yeah. And y'all will see the Ezra Cam coming soon.
Ezra Cam coming soon. Thank you, Ezra.
Glad you dressed
Thank
for
you,
the
Terry.
occasion.
Yeah, he dressed for the occasion, didn't he?
It's an honor to be your mom's favorite podcast.
Yes. Terry's wife's favorite podcast right here.
Oh, man. Man, 50 down.
Yeah.
Another 50 to go.
I mean, thank you, Black Rifle. Thank you, Define
Ounce of
Fuel.
Hope. This episode is now officially brought to you by Ounce of Hope.
Home Team Promotion, Spontaneous Beauty, Training Corner. We building here.
Music City, everything.
Yeah.
Man, let's wrap this up. This was a great episode. Deon, it's good to have you back, dude.
Take us out. Oh,
Yeah.
man, let's do it, man. Well, glad to be back in the building, man. Be here with y'all, man. Enjoyed it. It got me buzzing again. I'm ready to get back to it already, man.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this one just like I did, make sure you hit the link, subscribe, tell a friend. Until next time.
For the love of Nashville, tune into the next episode.
Yeah.